Have you ever walked past a street vendor on a blazing hot summer day and wondered how their ice doesn't melt, even when the sun is intense and the temperature is high? It may look like a mystery, but the secret lies in smart science, experience, and simple techniques rather than magic. Street vendors know that ice melts when it absorbs heat, so their main goal is to slow down heat transfer as much as possible. One of the biggest reasons the ice lasts so long is insulation. Vendors usually store ice in thick containers made of thermocol, plastic, or metal boxes lined with insulating material. These containers trap cold air inside and block outside heat, keeping the ice temperature low for hours. Many vendors also cover the ice with cloth, jute sacks, newspapers, or reflective sheets. These layers act like a barrier, reducing direct exposure to sunlight and hot air. Another important factor is the size of the ice. Large ice blocks melt much more slowly than small ice cubes because they have less surface area exposed to heat. That's why vendors often use big blocks and break off pieces only when needed. Water also plays a role. Melting ice creates cold water around it, which stays at nearly the same temperature and slows further melting. Street vendors are also very careful about placement. They keep ice in shaded areas under umbrellas, trees, or carts, and avoid placing it directly on hot ground. Airflow matters too. Less moving hot air means slower melting, so covered containers help maintain a cooler environment. Some vendors even sprinkle a little salt in specific ways to manage ice for cooling drinks. But generally, salt makes ice melt faster, so it's used carefully depending on the purpose. Most importantly, experience teaches vendors how to handle ice efficiently, opening containers only when necessary and working quickly to avoid letting warm air inside. So even in extreme summer heat, ice doesn't stay solid because the weather is cool, but because vendors use insulation, shade, large ice blocks, and smart handling to fight heat. What looks like a mystery is actually a great example of practical science used in everyday life.